Hey guys, well welcome back to my channel. We're out camping again and I'm testing out my new rooftop tent that I got from Crazy Dog Canvas. Yes, I swapped it over and I want to show you another video on how I set it all up. I did the other previous video with Jason in his shop where we showed you a quick setup, but today what I want to do is show you setting it up, do a walk around, show you everything, answer a few questions about the rooftop tent itself. I had a few questions on Facebook about certain things, so I want to address all those. So we'll get this rooftop tent up and we'll show you how quick it is, eh? I'll grab my phone, because one of the questions I had was, how long does it take to set up compared to my other one? And I thought I'll just start my stopwatch, eh? And we'll go for it, eh? So I'll press start. There we go. So just got a couple of clips here you got to undo. And you should be able to do this with one person, but if you got two, sometimes it does help. But Annie's on the camera there, so that should go up by itself. And then you got this little bungee strap here that you gotta pull down like that. And then it's just a matter of grabbing this bow, letting that come down. Now, just give this a good pull, like that. And underneath here, if any comes under here, you got two little wing nuts here that you just do up. Just do them up as best you can there for the moment. Then come back over to the other side, do that one. And then you just got to climb up inside now and do these top ones. So it's pretty easy. So once you lift these up, it's just a matter of going around and readjusting each one. Till everything's reasonably tight, and we've got all our pillars, all our beds made up here, and it's done. So that is basically it. You just go around now and just make sure these are at full extension now that you got the top one up.
I don't have an answer for that. Is there something else I can help with?
That's Siri butting in again. She's always butting in when I'm doing stuff. But that's basically it. So I'll turn this off. So,
I'm sorry.
Shut up, Siri. 2 minutes and 14 seconds. So 2 minutes and 14 seconds, you set up and you're basically ready to go to bed. So if you're traveling and you wanted a quick setup, I think that's pretty good for a rooftop tent like this. And there's plenty of room in it. So we'll go for a walk around now and we'll show you all about it and show you some of the features of the rooftop tent. Cheers, guys. Hey guys, well welcome back. Well, I thought I'll just take you a bit of a walk around my rooftop tent now and just show you all that and show you why I've chosen this rooftop tent. Like I said, got it off Crazy Dog Canvas, and I'm really happy I have. Like we've gone away camping a couple of times with it now, and I put a few photos up on some of the social media and Facebook, and I released the other video when I was down at Jason's shop. I had a few questions and queries about why I went with this rooftop tent and why I chose the colour. Can I still use the walk-up hardtop? All those sort of questions, so I thought I'll just answer all those today. The reason why we went with this tent, mainly because as we get a bit older, we wanted something a little bit bigger, something that gave us a bit more options. I'll put a photo up of the wall kit on the screen here, or the little room. I shouldn't say a wall kit, it's actually a room. It's an add-on room that you can add onto this pull-out extension. goes up really easy. I'm going to do a separate video on that, so stay tuned for that one and I'll show you it. Jason didn't quite have it made when we picked this up just on New Year's Day, I think it was. Then he went away for a bit of rest and relaxation so he could get back into the new year. But we've got that now. Where I am right now, we've actually used it, but we're just packing up, and I thought I'll show you the rooftop tent before we go. But that's the main reason why we went with this. It's given us a lot more room. It's given us this little area out here. So if we are setting up in a little bit of rain, which never happens when we go camping much. I think Brett Hooker and us have just about the same luck with camping. Touch wood, this weekend we haven't had any rain. It looked like it the other day, but it didn't come in, so it was really good. But just having this little pull-out room here, or awning that the room goes on, is fantastic. We didn't have it with the other rooftop tent. We had a little annex that come out off the front here, but you got all your drawbar and everything there, so you really got nowhere to sit or anything around there. But around this side here, if we were just pulling up for an overnight stop, and you've seen how quick this set up, 2 minutes, we could set a chair up here, sit under here, wouldn't have to worry about putting the awning out on the other side, and we can still use our kitchen. We can pull it out, quickly make a cuppa, push it away, and still sit here. A couple of minutes to pack it back up again, and you're on the road again. That was one of the reasons. And then the other reason was for this big room that we can put on here. Like, the walls come right down in here. You've got the protected room in here that you could either sit in if you were in an area where there was a heap of flies and things, because it's got mesh walls all the way around. You can zip all the sides up, so that'll be a bonus. The ladder, I had a few people asking me, why would you go back from a walk up to a ladder? Well, I haven't. I was a bit sort of iffy about climbing up a ladder, but now that I've used it a couple of times, it's no trouble at all. If any comes in here, I'll just quickly show you. As long as you're holding on to it, and have a look at these doors up here, or windows, whatever you want to call them. They're really big. So you got no troubles. You can hold onto the ladder all the way up. You get up here, and look at that, I'm in bed. No trouble at all. So at night, with this room we got down here, we can, if we wanted to, we could sit our toilet down there. You could just jump out of one of these little rooms here. You can move that ladder over to the other side here. You got another clip here. But and the thing I really love about this rooftop tent, I did get asked why I didn't go with another style of tent. There's a few others I considered. I looked at the Bundy top when I did the video for Phil, and it's a terrific tent. Don't get me wrong. I think it's great, but I was a little bit concerned about the height. I reckon it's only about 900 in the inside. This is over a metre inside here. I couldn't do this in my other rooftop tent. I couldn't even stand on my knees like this up here. But I can just about stand up at full height inside this tent. Pull my pants on as I get a bit older. I don't know whether you struggle once you get a bit older to bloody pull your dacks up and stand up on one foot and get your underpants on if you got them off. But that's what I like about this. Look at this. I could get in here and have a bloody soccer match. That's how much room it is. Like, especially when you're standing up this end of the rooftop tent up here. That was the main reason that we went with a new rooftop tent, was for the room that we have up here. If any goes around the front of the trailer there now. So a lot of people ask me, why would I go for a ladder when I had a perfectly good walk-up hardtop? I asked Jason when he designed this, he used to have a window in this end here. And I said, can you make it bigger? Because I'd still like to use my walk-up hardtop. And being the pretty smart bloke he is, he said, yep, we can do that. So he's put a big mesh fly screen here for us. He's put an awning off there. We still have the best of both worlds. The ladder's not hard, I can tell you. At the age we are now, we can still use that for a fair bit of time. But we actually last night got in and out of here. But it's just a matter of lining yourself up. You put your foot down onto the step there. You're still holding on. You still got the step there. Now you have got to be mindful of this little bar here a little bit, that you don't put any weight on it, but it's not much. It's only just sitting in the doorway a fraction, and you got this little bow here. But I don't think that was very hard, was it? I can still, the step is over to one side a little bit, but I don't think that's a problem, because when you climb up here, you grab hold of up there and you put your foot up there, and when you climb out, you can put one foot down a little bit lower, which gives you a little bit more balance. So I've still got the walk up hardtop. I've still got a ladder. I've got the best of both worlds. I've got more room in a tent. It's all Aussie built. Jason, like I said in the other video, he gets these made in Maryborough. Aussie canvas. This is all sewn at his workshop. He makes them all. He's a tent builder. I think it's a fantastic tent. I'm really glad I went with this option. So like, if you're really interested in one, give him a call, get on his website, have a look at them. I think they're a fantastic buy for what they are. The k-2, I will have a video out too on the k-1, the little smaller one that can go on a four-wheel drive or a canopy or something like that. But if you've got a camper trailer and you're looking for a new rooftop tent, I think this one's the way to go. The other question I did have that I should answer, everyone said, why did you go with green? It's a sort of, when there's so many options. I went with the green because I actually think the green, I looked at actually Phil's, from Phil's, what's he call himself now? Nearly my name, isn't it? He nearly copied my name, he just changed FJ to Phil. Phil's touring and camping. He had on his, he got the green on his, the real thicker canvas. Now this is, I'm pretty sure, 16 ounce canvas. I'm pretty sure Jason uses 16 ounce canvas on his. And with, being the green, the 16 ounce canvas, in the morning when the sun comes up, I mean, if you've got these closed, if you've got these open, you're going to get a bit more light in them. But it's nice and dark in there. You don't have the sunlight coming through and waking you up real early. So that's why we went with that. And the other reason was, look at me awning out there off the side. It's the same colour. The rooftop tent that was on here before was a grey colour. It used to show a lot of light through. And I always thought it was a little bit mismatched with the awning itself. So I wanted to keep it all uniform. So in the future, if we do sell it, and as we get a bit older, if we move on to something else, but I don't think we will. If someone wants to buy it, at least everything looks uniform, especially with the wall kit. If you look at that video, you'll see it on there, you'll see the whole unit. I think it looks fantastic. Like always, if you've got any questions, queries or comments, just leave them down below. Is there anything else I've got to talk about? Other end. These spring bars, the window down the other end's exactly the same, except it's got the closed in sides in here. Just up the top here, you would have seen on our other video, it's got these two little pieces you just push those spring bars into. Just pull those up, they clip in. The other one's exactly the same on the other end, except it's got a little piece of material in here to protect you from rain. We couldn't do that on this one here because of the big size door we had to put in here, but that's no problem because we can close this one up if it's raining. We can still leave the one open in the other end. We've still got those two big windows there which give us plenty of ventilation, so that's no problem. But just having this access here as well as around the side there, I think it's terrific. So thanks very much. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks very much everyone, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.
Can Annie also add?
One other thing too, I just forgot. Annie just reminded me too. The other thing she really loved about that room, you know, as the ladies like, they like somewhere big to get changed at night, and having that little room down there, she's got plenty of room to get undressed, hang her clothes up down there, sit them on a table or whatever, put them inside the other side of the camper there, because it's got a big door that you can access. So really good for that as well, so just a bit more privacy. So cheers guys.